What's up, y'all? Down South 77 here again, and this is 3 Star Draw. This adult themed channel where we talk about G.I. Joe, G.I. Joe related things, and most certainly G.I. Joe Classified. So we're here at the end of December of 23, almost January of 2024. I've got something I need to do, been waiting to do for 5 months. Some people might call it dumb at this time. I'm going to open number 81, the Cobra Eel. This guy was delivered to me on August 7th. I was lucky enough to get one from Pulse, and I got one from Amazon, and the one from Amazon got here on August 7th, and I've been looking at it since. I wasn't able to open it that night for one reason or another, so I set it aside to open the next night. Well, by the time the next night got here, I had been online and been on the Facebook groups, and I'd seen a video already, I think, of people reporting just horrible issues with the figure, from scratched up paint right out of the coffin, and I'm talking about on the Cobra sigil on the front in the silver. That, nope. That, the giraffe neck, the spaghetti accessories, and then you had the foggy goggles as well, or mask. So I got scared to open mine. I'm like, you can't get the figure right now. It's worth more box than it is open, which was silly because I'd always planned on opening it anyway. I've got harder to find figures than the eel, but I've never actually opened him. I took him out of the shipper and I've had him, and they just stare at me and taunt me every day, and I think, I gotta open those guys. I don't care. I gotta open them. So I'm gonna open one because I've never actually seen this figure in person for myself. I've only heard the fables about it, and everybody really, really was looking forward to this figure. And for some, it seemed to be exactly what they wanted, and for others, they thought it was a horrible failure. I haven't seen for myself, so it's time to do that. So let's take a look at number 81, G.I. Joe Classified Cobra Eel. All right, we got our trusty old issue number 3 of Order of Battle, and I've got it turned to the eel. So they went with this interpretation of the character in Order of Battle, which I don't get because it came out in 87, I believe, for this volume. So I don't know. I don't remember them looking like that in all the comics, did they? I don't know. Maybe I should actually open up and reread issue 47, which is the first appearance of the eel. Also, wetsuit and beachhead, and I think that's the first time we see Hawk in that getup. I'm not sure, but I think that may be the first time. But we're not here to talk about those guys today. We're here to talk about him today. So we've already seen what the box looks like. Grab trusty old Exacto. Oh, I nicked the box. Oh, no, you don't. You go over there. All right, moment of truth. Oh, look. Oh, I missed those. Ta-da. Looks like mine does not have the giraffe neck, and his cobra sigil is intact. Eyes look pretty good. Yep. All right. Well, we got lucky with the figure. Let's see how we get with gummy or not gummy. Gonna pause this and cut this open. Mute, not pause. You know what I meant. So he comes with quite a bit of stuff. Arm out of the way. That's not too bad. That's all you heard was gummy spear gun. Maybe you just got to leave them in the box at room temperature for 5 months. Fins, flippers. Go ahead and I'll move this stuff out of the way. No matter what I do, I got glare somewhere. So the flippers are relatively straight. The harpoon gun is straight. I do appear to have the foggy mask. I don't know if they were supposed to have it or if they were not supposed to have it, honestly, because a foggy mask, if you dive, you've had a foggy mask before. So maybe it was intentional. I don't know. See how easy that was, Hasbro? Although I did used to untie them. Get out of there, sucker. All right. That is what one looks like after, where am I thinking for? Marinating. I couldn't think of the word for it. So the knees, mine seem to be pretty straight. That one is not. That one is barely moving. I am going to heat that one up. All right, so I did go and warm him up, and his joints at the knees did break loose pretty easily. I didn't have to. I didn't have to work them around too much. So looks like there's a little. I can't. Nah, I don't know if that's sprue or if that's part of the ratchet system in there. It's hard to tell. Hmm. Well, either way, it is unfrozen and it moves relatively easily now. So go ahead and take a look at him. He does. He looks good. His wetsuit and his peg hold don't exactly line up, but he seems to have good movement. I mean, it's torpedo. We've seen the figure, we just haven't seen it in this color. This is all this stuff's a little different, but I didn't grab my torpedo. He's up on top of my cabinet on a stand. So let's go ahead and take a look at his stuff. Take a look at his knife. It's got the red hilt and black blade. It just plugs in there. And his fins, swim fins, they are, of course, they're left and right. I do think I've seen people swap his and torpedoes around, and I think they got each other's by accident. The eel, all the pictures I've seen, the eel does look much better with the red tinted. It matches. He doesn't. These match torpedo, and those match him. I don't get it. So we got his fins on. Got the backpack. Very cool. I would like to. I'd like to see some art that has that in it. Of course, it's got the swimming serpent with the anchor around it. Very, very cool look. And plug that in. This backpack looks a lot like. Yeah, there's another one. I can't think whose it is. It looks like. Go ahead and plug these in. They go in pretty easily. All right, I want to get that done before I put the other one in. Okay, go in there. All right, there he is. Got his helmet on. Got his swim fins on. Need some floaties. Oh man, hands are rather brittle. No, not brittle. Brittle's not the word. Rather tough, I guess. It's that tougher plastic. It was right around this time that everything on the hands and stuff started getting gummy. So that goes in there pretty good. I like the red tie. I like the gold anchor. I do wish he had to come with his original spear gun. I mean, I know there's plenty of 3D printed ones out there. But this is a very, very nice figure. It's very basic. Like I said, it's torpedo, so we're looking at the deco more than anything. It just pops. The original figure did, the 85 figure did, this figure did. He looks much better geared up and in action than Torpedo. He's got cooler looking stuff. I prefer this look for a diver over the rebreather with just the slip on. And it's fine, but I do think this is a much cooler look. But he's a bad guy. The bad guys are always cooler. You got little jetpack things. I bet that sounds like George Jetson. It's got blast effect ports in there, so I remember that being a topic in other reviews I'd watched. We were hoping we might get some kind of propulsion blast effects or something. I know there's something that'll plug in there. Somebody's made some kind of water effect somewhere. But this guy really looks good from all angles. I don't have appear to have any kind of quality issues or paint issues with this one. So I don't know that I don't know if all the hype was just hype. If are they all half bad? I mean this figure's put together pretty well, and like I said, I got lucky on the accessories. He looks tough going by, doesn't he? Bloop, 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 bloop. Need bubble effects is what we need. So maybe did I get lucky, or is this how most of them are? Maybe you just needed to sit in the box for 5 months. This is a very, very good figure, assuming that you get one that doesn't have any of the QC problems or design problems, whatever we want to call them. With everything as mine is, with the accessories being straight and nothing but a very slightly foggy visor that may or may not even supposed to be that way, this is a really good figure. The hype, if there wasn't a shortage and you could get this figure, I don't think there would be any hype. He'd be like any other army builder that people like. He'd be like Crimson Guard or Cobra Infantry if he wasn't so damn hard to find. There's no reason to be making troop builders one place or Hasbro and one other place exclusives ever. So the figure though, this dude is a solid 4 yeehaws. Maybe he's not that way for everybody. I hope he is. But this is my first impressions of the Cobra Eel 5 months after he's released. And I've been scared to open him because I was afraid he would be jacked up. He's not. So this has been 3-star draw. I appreciate it. If you guys like, give me a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. And I will see you on the next one.